Well, if you have seen my social media lately, then you know that I am a huge fan of the new series, Your Honor. Well, Hunter Doohan stars as the son of a judge played by Brian Cranston, who ends up on the wrong side of the law. Watch this.
Where did this happen?
The lower ninth.
Okay, so it would be the new hospital then. The ambulance would have taken him to what, New Orleans East?
I don't know.
Well, the police must have said something.
I drove away.
Adam, you drove away before the EMTs
I
arrived.
tried to help him, but I couldn't get him to breathe.
You called 911?
I tried to, but...
What do you mean tried to?
Dad,
Adam,
please.
is it yes or no?
Help me, please. Dad. I couldn't breathe.
Okay. I got you, buddy.
Man, I love this show so much.
Thank you so much. I feel so lucky to be a part of it, honestly.
You set the stage. There is this car accident. Hunter, when I was watching that scene play out, just every moment, I just did not know what was going to happen next. What was it like for you in that moment?
Yeah, I think Edward Berger just knocked it out of the park directing that first episode and that sequence. They just stay with it for so long that he makes you feel like you're there and makes you feel like you're the one having the asthma attack. I got to give props to Peter Moffat, our showrunner and creator. I mean, every single moment of that was as scripted, and we took 3 days to shoot it. It was really hot. We were crawling on the pavement in New Orleans, and I was just really excited to see the way it turned out.
Wow. From there on, you just don't know what is going to happen next with this series. I have to ask you, though, as a fan of this show, why has Adam, because he is so torn about what happened and his father wanting him to, hide this and pretend like it didn't happen, right? What keeps him from just turning himself in?
I think it's a lot of things. I think it's fear, and it's kind of one of those things too. You start lying, you tell one lie and you get away with it, and you tell another one, and then something worse happens, as we've seen as the series goes on. He can't admit to one thing without everything else they've done, then it all would have been for nothing. And, it starts off, they're going to do the right thing and they're going to turn Adam in. It just spirals out of control. And yeah, you're so right. He's totally torn. And, I think he hates himself for what he's done. Actors talk a lot about, not judging your characters, but that was my way in on playing in.
You mentioned Brian Cranston earlier. What a cast.
I feel like I scammed my way into this room. I mean, there's that dinner scene in episode 4, and I'm looking around, and it's Isaiah Whitlock Jr. and Amy Landecker and Margot Martindale and, Carmen Ejogo. And I'm just like, how did I get here? But I mean, Brian, I love him. He really looked out for me, and I trust him. And I learned so much just, about acting and honestly just life.
I also had the opportunity to interview Isaiah Whitlock. And one thing we talked about was that racism, or the, systemic racism within the legal system and the justice system specifically, seems to be a character in all of this. How did you guys prepare to handle, those elements?
I think both the writers, producers, and actors just wanted to tell an honest story. And like you said, if the racism and the white privilege that is explored feels like a character. And what I love about the show is that it doesn't try to come in and say, some witty lesson that says it right on the nose. It just takes place in a world that reflects our own.
Well, listen, you also make a lot of short films and you write and direct. What are you currently working on now?
People keep bringing that up, and I've been saying, actors beware what you put on your IMDb, because those are just these shorts that I made with my friends for no money, because I moved out to LA from Arkansas, and as you can imagine, people weren't busting my door down with opportunities. So we made shorts so we could have footage for our reels. I couldn't go home to Arkansas this year for Thanksgiving, and I told people, I was like, man, this is the one year that when people would be like, oh, you still out there? You still trying to act? That head tilt.
Yeah, right.
I finally have something fun to talk about.
Well, not only can you go home and talk about that, but you posted on your social media. So I will congratulate you on being newly engaged.
Thank you so much. Yeah, my fiance Fielder and I were so excited. 2020 was rough for everybody, and we wanted to end the year on a high note. So thank you. We're really excited.
Well, so much to celebrate. I want to let everybody know that you can catch Your Honor Sundays at 10 p.m. on Showtime. Hunter, thank you so much, and congratulations on everything.
Thank you so much.